smell that, my love? The beautiful scent of the roses and tulips, the lilies, the trees, the grass. This is my absolute favorite garden to go to, especially in the early mornings. It seems to capture all the senses, all the smells of the flowers and the plants around here. That bench right over there, it's where I usually sit when I'm all alone. I know, I'm usually alone when I come here. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy ruling our kingdom together. It's such a joy to make sure that people are happy, that our people are happy. They're fed, taken care of, they're entertained, and just overall looked after. But sometimes I need a moment to myself, away from wandering eyes, from the bustle and the busyness of our duties, and just recollect myself. You know how I am. If things get a little too overwhelming, I slip into a bad space. How do you feel, my love? I've noticed something different, something that you don't usually seem to have. What do I mean? Well, I've noticed that you've not eaten as much as you usually do. I've also noticed that you've been tossing and turning a lot more in our bed when we should be asleep. No, love, no. It's not like you wake me up. It's no problem. I'm a light sleeper in general, but I can go back to sleep pretty quickly. It's just, you usually sleep so soundly, like a rock. You barely move unless I either tickle you, try to wake you up, or move closer to you to cuddle. But you've been a lot more restless, and I worry about that. I know there's a lot of weight on your shoulders, being the main leader of our kingdom, and while you say that we rule this place together, I know that you do your best to keep the more serious topics away from me, so that you take more responsibility. I know you don't want me to worry as much, but still it bothers me. It's bothering me more that it's affecting you and your health more than anything. Oh, I love you, darling. I want to make sure you're okay. I know you've had some moments in the past where it's hard to be more at peace, more comfortable and happy. That's why I brought you here, in a quiet space, alone from the crowds, from the guards, from any onlookers, and to escape to a place of peace like this garden, where we can do nothing for a few hours except walk, sit and talk, not as rulers of a kingdom, not as royals, but as two individuals who love each other very much, who have been married for a very long time, and want to just see how we're doing, both as individuals and as a couple. So, with that being said, I know that there have been things that have been on your mind. You've been struggling a little bit, haven't you? I know you don't want to tell me or worry me, but darling, that's my job. I'm your wife. If you can't tell me, and that's a little hurtful for me. I feel like you should be able to tell me anything. And I don't want that to sound like I'm trying to guilt trip you, but I worry. I'm here by your side through thick and thin, through good and bad, both in the outside world and within yourself. Has the depression been coming back? It's alright, my love. You know you can trust me. You know you can tell me anything. I'm here to listen. I know. So please, love, tell me, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ah. Oh, my love. So that's what's been going on in your head for the past few weeks. Darling, I wish you said something. I would have brought you here so much sooner, and hopefully things would have gotten better sooner. But I'm glad you told me now, before it got worse. You know that I struggle with this thing on my own as well, from time to time. I've gotten better at it. Having you as support has been the biggest help so far, other than music and this garden. But when you're going through it and you don't tell me, I get worried. Don't apologize for telling me what's been going on. I'm glad you told me. I really am. Now, with the proper information, I can help you. I can make sure that you feel better, at least a little bit. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way, my love. It's a normal feeling. However, it can get very dangerous if you don't take care of yourself. Take care of that, or just even acknowledge it. It can get very bad, and I don't want that to happen to you. You know I take mental health very seriously. That's why I created that clinic for the people in our kingdom. And if I remember my statistics correctly, at least a third of our population go there for regular visits to talk through things, to make sure they're healthy, or if something's wrong, to figure out what it is and how to move forward from it. I'm not saying that you need to go there. You know we can always just have a private person come and talk to you. I know you don't want that. That's why I'm here. As your wife, as your queen, I am here for you, to love and protect you, and to help you through everything, good and bad, especially when it comes to things like this. I promise to always be by your side, through every little step that you need to take, so that mentally you're well again. I know, it sounds awful, it sounds like you're very sick, and that's not quite true, but it does put a damper on your spirits, just as if you were getting a cold. You know there's a light at the end of the tunnel, my love. There's never ever going to be a dark moment that lasts forever. I'll be there with you to take every step that you need to take in order to get to that other side. I know it's easier said than done, but you do need to push forward, get yourself out of this, and once you do, you know you'll be happier. I know that you will, and you will realize it once it's over. Look at that, right over there. Isn't that butterfly beautiful? I know, it's a little bit of a tangent, but not quite. Come closer with me, just slightly. Try to breathe very lightly. That way the butterfly won't get as scared. You see, its wings. It's a beautiful, gorgeous light blue. Butterflies have always been helpful for me. I know they may be a little more feminine than what you're used to, but growing up, butterflies have always been the symbol of hope and new opportunities. Well, when I was younger, every time something bad happened, or a string of bad events happened consecutively, I would feel very down, depressed. But then I would always see a butterfly, sometimes in my dreams, but most of the time while I'm walking around doing stuff. I would see the butterfly, and for some reason it always gave me a sense of peace, a reminder that you really shouldn't let things like this get to you, not as much as it tries to, at least. Butterflies are beautiful creatures, known to go through so much in order to become as beautiful as they are. Similarly, we go through many difficult things, such as our depression. But when we get out of it, and we will get out of it, both you and I together as a team, we will come out on the other side 10 times as beautiful, as strong as we originally were. It's because we trust each other, we help each other and make sure that everything is alright. Once we do know that, we can celebrate, and that is where the real fun begins. Yes, you're right. It's a very simple butterfly, but it's still beautiful. There is beauty in simple things. That's at least something that you said when you first met me, remember? I know. Sometimes even after so many years, it's hard to remember the fact that I wasn't exactly royalty when we met. I was just a normal girl, working in the fields, singing, planting flowers, just enjoying myself, until you found me. And my life turned upside down. And while it was very difficult at first, from getting to know you better, to learning about my royal duties as a queen, as well as the dress and the etiquette, how I should look, how I should sound, how I should walk, it got very overwhelming very quickly. Yes, that is when I didn't eat as much and you got very worried for me. And I just told you I just didn't feel too good. I know that's a dumb thing to say, and I would never ever want to say that to you again, as I know I can trust you. But it was a very difficult and dark time for me, until you did notice. We talked. You told me things, like we'll get through everything together. You'll always be by my side, and that we will get through this. It helped a lot. Because of you, I was able to push out of that cycle of depression. And now look at me. I'm your queen. I'm a butterfly. I'm at least I hope, a decent ruler. Now it's my turn to be taking care of you. I don't want you to be sad or depressed, my love, and I don't want you to have to go through it on your own. We'll always be here for you. It's okay to feel this way, but don't let yourself feel this way for too long. You'll get so accustomed to it that you'll never want to go back to the way things were when you were happier. How do I know that you'll get better? You're a fighter, my love. I'm here beside you as your backup, as your right-hand woman, and the love of your life. We will get through this together, my love, no matter what. This garden is the perfect place for us to escape to and relax if we need to, if you need to. And here no one can ever bother us. I hope you feel a little more at peace being here. I know we didn't really get to talk too much yet about what's going on, but I hope that this shows you that I'm here for you, and that I love you very much. There's that smile. I feel like I haven't seen it in ages. I'm glad you're doing better, even if it's a little. That doesn't mean we're going to leave this garden, though. It's just a little ways that way, not too far. Take my hand. I know you can get through this, my love, and I will do everything I can to help you. No matter what, we will get through this together. I love you too, so very much. Now come on, let's get going.